Hey everybody, welcome back to Cookie Gaming. Today we're playing some more Slay the Princess. Now today, we will continue to unlock some of these routes we haven't yet gotten. We've actually still got quite a few to go, despite the fact that we've done a good amount already. I've got a couple of ideas of different decisions to make, and so, as always, I won't make you sit through things you've already seen. Let's get right into it. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do here is take the blade, go down, chat with the princess, and then free her. I don't believe we've done that before, so that's the decision we're gonna make this time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Ooh, you don't want to know what we're about to do, narrator? Alright, let's make our decision.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Mm-hmm.
You know why you're here.
I do, it's just not quite what you want, narrator. Let's get her out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Sorry, bud. It's always sort of fun to antagonize the narrator, even though we understand there's a broader story at play here.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Oh my.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Look, we've seen this behavior before.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into
I
place.
think we know what happens now.
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Our futile pleas.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yeah, classic narrator moment. Alright.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Get over yourself.
Easier for whom?
Yeah, good question.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
We're gonna save her.
Against your better judgment,
Jesus.
you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
As always, the princess is nonchalant about any bodily harm that comes to her.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alrighty.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Oh,
You
narrator.
can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Another typical narrator move.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
You villain.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Here, let's see. Yeah, there we go. We've got our one non-matching option. Let's warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
There we go. Let's resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I love the illusion of choice. And to be fair, there is actually choice, both in the sense of you can choose different routes, and in the end, there's an ultimate choice to make. no matter how much the narrator, or whoever the narrator was, wants to railroad you. But I do like here, where he's like, okay, you're not making the right decision, I'm gonna step in.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes.
I'll make this quick.
Oh, thanks.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
He's so annoyed.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
You will.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Okay, I think this should take us to a different path. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yes, yes, yes.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. Once again, we've seen this before. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Oh, the
I'm
skeptic.
inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, and as far as trying to help her goes, need I...
We know. Let's keep moving.
A warning. Before you
She
go
will
any
lie,
further.
cheat.
She will
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
She will... Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Narrator, I've heard this 100 times. I'm as skeptical as the voice of the skeptic.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Oh man, bro is reading out his stage directions. Alright.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Interesting. I feel we've seen similar cabins to this. Like the tower. Or I should say, not the root, the tower. But whenever you free the princess, you're in the big princessy tower. It's sort of similar. But this is a little more prison-esque.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Once again, classic narrator moment. Here, let's take a look.
You walk up to the wall next to the bait. This really is...
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and...
Nothing
it was there
there.
a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
We've definitely heard the skeptic say that before. Alright, let's, I don't know actually. I guess we'll take the
You
blade.
take the blade from... Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Such a strange mix when you go through new routes of things you have heard before, because of course there's so many repeating elements, and then things you have not heard before. Alright, let's enter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Interesting. This is, I was comparing it to the sort of traditional castle environment. It's very much like that. It's just sort of a traditional location you might find a princess.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You
Oh,
walk
wow.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
She's really chained up, huh? I love also the nonplussed look on her face.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Interesting.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, that is interesting. It does seem a bit out of place, huh?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Interesting. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Fascinating. We're always thinking about how the different routes are shaped by our decisions. This is a princess that is imperious, controlling, but also so chained up, right? And it's very similar to that first princess you get when you take the knife down into the basement. I suppose all the chains are responding to the fact that she sort of walked all over us. We talked to her, we agreed to free her even though we came in with the knife already, and then she killed us.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Alright.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
I'll sit where I was told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Interesting. I think we're in uncharted territory now. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I like just instinctively keeping it to yourself.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Her being a princess made it a lot harder. And now I remember when we talked to the narrator in the end game, he said that he did not make her a princess. That was, I guess, due to us? I don't quite know why we had this archetype of the princess in our head, but it definitely makes it a little harder to slay her each time than if it was, slay the dragon. Well, I guess dragons are pretty hard to slay. Slay the disgusting unnamed monster, right? That might emotionally be a little easier to go through with, but she's a dang princess, man. Sort of, I feel like culturally, through the stories we tell ourselves, we've been trained to save princesses. We all played Mario when we were a kid, right?
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
I love the skeptic.
For you failing.
I mean, I kind of hate him,
Obviously.
but I love him.
And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
I think I'm gonna help her. Sorry.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Yeah, I do wonder, the narrator, of course, what we know about the truth of the situation in the story shapes how we view each one of these paths we can take. And I do wonder what might have been different had the narrator been more upfront with his intentions. As in, he puts us and the princess, or, the sort of beings we represent, into this construct to get us to try and work all this out. I mean, he wants to get rid of death, essentially, get rid of the princess, but he doesn't give us any information. Perhaps if he'd been a bit more upfront. Me personally, I still would not have agreed with him, but, maybe it would have been a little more convincing.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Damn.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah. I mean, that, the voice of the skeptic, he can be a little annoying sometimes, and I think, I don't know, some people say there's a difference between skepticism and cynicism. I think a healthy dose of skepticism is good, and this is one of the moments when the voice of the skeptic is truly living up to his name, where it's, hey, give us all the information, don't keep us in the dark. We want to know everything. We want to have all the possible information to us to make our decision with.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
And I won't accept that.
I won't.
Oh no. We are too similar, man. This is like me playing any RPG, where I'm like, they're like, make a decision. I don't have the information, man. I need all of the information before I can make a choice.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yes, ma'am. Let's ask some questions first. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
The other chain on the wall, who is that for? Is it for me?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Don't even joke about it.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
Don't tempt
I
me.
need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
All I'm gonna say, narrator, is do not tempt me. No, don't. I will not be tempted further. Seems like a bad idea. Though, many things seem like a bad idea. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
There's a shackle around your neck. That might be a difficult surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
That's pretty metal.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
I mean, hey, narrator, you should want us to behead her.
Unless she really could survive.
That's right, skeptic. Maybe she fucking could survive. I love this guy.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
True, true. how am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Okay.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
That's pretty crazy.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Look, narrator, you've given me a bad decision. I always go for those.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Every time, not every time, almost every time I've been granted the option to get rid of my weapon, I've done so. Especially when it looks really stupid to do so.
So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
Yeah, come on, let's keep it balanced.
There are none.
Hey.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Crazy. Oh, interesting. Well, we've got a decision point here. We've got a decision point. And look, I will say, I'm gonna give her the knife. But, just a note on the sort of different paths and timelines we're taking. I would like to unlock all the different sort of routes we can get in the gallery, and the different memories. I'm not necessarily gonna do every ending with every path. We'd be playing this game for the rest of our lives, you know what I mean? And I enjoy it, but it gets a little granular at a certain point. Now, if there's particular interesting endings that are pretty different, maybe we'll go do those. Maybe you can let me know about those in the comments down below, but right now I'm just trying to get through the different routes that we haven't yet seen. Anyway, I'm gonna give her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
Oh, man.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, Rory tried to take over, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Think about it.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
This game has a lot of killing yourself in it.
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine.
Love it.
You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
She pulls up her hair,
she's doing it.
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing?
You can see what she's doing.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Oh my god.
No.
I mean, I gotta watch.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
Gross.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you.
See?
Why would she do that?
You should be happy about this.
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself?
I'm not so sure.
She isn't dead yet.
I've got the spooky music on right now.
Finally, you hear a snap.
Oh.
Her eye twitches.
Oh, she actually did do it.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
You know, it's a pretty striking image, you know what I mean?
Her head twists slowly to
Ew.
the side, flopping to her shoulder,
Ugh.
and her neck opens.
By striking, I meant disturbing.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Great.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
I think it's a bit late for that, hero.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Talk about a tone shift.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
The thing is, I mean, he's right. In this game, you always need to keep your guard up, but it is funny that this woman literally just killed herself in front of you, and you're still like, don't keep your guard down, alright? Something's going on.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Oh, interesting. Another decision point. Well, maybe we'll come back to this. I think... let's leave the basement for now. Let's leave the basement.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
Sorry, skeptic.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Oh, interesting. Oh my god. This is like such an ominous way to bring it to an end. Claim your reward, open the door, and accept your reward. My goodness. I hope there's more after this.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You're taking a little bit too much pleasure in describing this to us, narrator.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward?
Hero, focus up.
This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
This again.
Okay.
This is almost a different variation of the other ending where you sort of slay her initially and get out of there.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
I was kind of hoping we'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you.
Isn't that funny? I don't know if I thought about this before, but once again, as we found out in the end, the narrator's whole thing is he wants to get rid of death, and essentially get rid of transformation, change. And so I guess for him this is the reward. Eternity. Stagnation across all of time. But for me, one, that's not a reward. That's pretty horrific, actually, which is why I did not side with the narrator in the end. But two, if you're gonna give me eternal stagnation, you gotta give me something a little better than being stuck in a dungeon for the rest of time. It's not quite satisfying.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you suggest then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
Yeah.
Suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
You're a sick individual, narrator. An eternity of bliss. I've got an eternity of endless nothingness. There's nothing blissful about it. Slay.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Look, I've always got to slay somebody, alright? The princess slayed herself. I'm gonna slay myself. You know.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
Which means you haven't.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Well, we actually don't.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Chapter 3, The Cage. Great. A new chapter 3.
You're on a path in the
Holy
wood. Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
Oh my god. This is different. In a really bad way. And we've got Paranoid with us. That's how you know you're going down a dark and destructive path, when you've got the Paranoid here.
It's worse is what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think that's what I said. It's worse.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison. She's not the only inmate.
So here we are, oriented towards freedom.
You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence?
Whoa.
That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do.
Great, we've got Skeptic and Paranoid, the two biggest conspiracy theorists of the group.
What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground.
Okay,
beneath
never
our
mind.
feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress.
I'm not sure we are. I guess Skeptic, not necessarily a conspiracy theorist, but like I said, I do like a bit of skepticism. The thing with the Skeptic is that he can be the type of skeptic where he will just not believe something just because some authority has told it to him, right? Now, just because an authority has told you something doesn't mean it's true, but it doesn't mean it's automatically not true, and that's when you verge into conspiracy. But Paranoid, he's fully there.
And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before. I'll spare you my full introduction, since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities, and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
And you know what? For the longest time, we thought, in a way, that's not true, because the construct we're in, there are no people, right? It's just me and her. But there is some truth to that, in the sense that outside of this, there is a world, and there are people, and what the narrator wants is for us to sustain their life for all of eternity. Oh, interesting. Should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
Once again, I'm always moving the mouse around because the parallax is so well done in this game.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
Of course it feels natural. We've had it with us every time. We've made it part of us. Don't be weird. It's just a tool, not some mystical object. Though starting with it feels like an indication that we're on the right track.
I gotta be honest, I love these two together. Skeptic and Paranoid, they're a good duo.
This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin.
Right here.
Oh well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best.
Right here. Do you have a script or something? Once again, this is very Stanley Parable. You're reading through your lines? Maybe he does literally have a script. Okay. Toss it away. Oh man, I think we'll keep it this time, but that's kind of funny. Are you sure we even need to slay her? She cut her own head off last time.
She... what? Why would she ever do that? She's not supposed to be suicidal. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Dude, the narrator is really revealing his hand here with the fact that he knows a lot more than he lets on.
More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward.
We killed ourselves because your reward was a crock of shit.
We killed ourselves, obviously. You were insisting that we were happy, but we knew we weren't. We could see right through you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what he said. We weren't about to be stuck somewhere being fed non-stop bullshit forever. We want answers. We weren't gonna find them in your fake little paradise.
There are no answers to find. If she was dead, then that was it. That was the solution. All you managed to do was reset the board, and you put the pieces back all wrong while you were at it. This is probably worse for you, if I had to guess.
Perhaps.
Ha! So there is a board.
Well, what's done is done, and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and settle this. Try not to kill yourself this time.
No promises. No promises. Well, no way out but through. Let's go see her.
You stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you, empty
Jesus.
and endless.
Holy.
The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
I cannot wait to see what the interior of the cabin looks like this time.
It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
The missus?
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
Let's go.
Every surface of the cabin
Whoa.
is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends.
Whoa.
A fitting cage for a monster destined to end the world.
Now this is pretty cool. This is very, I don't know, like Dark Souls or I don't know, Game of Thrones, but even darker or something. This is a cool design.
There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits.
The mirror, Mr. Narrator.
Huh. That mirror's back again. Why?
What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
It clearly serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're supposed to see? Can it be a tool of some kind?
You're thinking the right thoughts and asking the right questions, but unfortunately it's a bit out of your realm of understanding, skeptic.
Or is it a distraction? Something meant to confuse us?
No, you are off base.
Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
The hero is so over this. You've got the paranoids and the skeptic who both simultaneously hate this, but in a way I think are almost reveling in the darkness, whereas the hero is like, this is terrible, can we just move on? Let's approach.
You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor. Should have been? Yes, unfortunately. You realise too late
What?
that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose
my
web
God.
of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
This is different.
Nothing's solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard.
This is crazy.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle.
Oh my god.
You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor.
This is crazy.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't want to hear the canned line. And also, I can see her a little bit.
As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
I will say, we do still have the blade in our left hand there.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Let her make the first move. Do you think we're going to be making any sort of moves? We are trapped. I don't think I can move. Oh, interesting. Let's wait for her, like Skeptic wants.
The princess takes a slow step forward.
Oh, she's moving.
As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper.
Uh-oh.
Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you.
Guys, I think we're fucked. I mean, look. Okay, we gave her the blade like she asked. Now, I think we're supposed to take her head with us. But that's not our fault. I mean, you know, you didn't tell us to do that. So you shouldn't be mad at us.
As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess,
God.
finally emerged from the shadows.
She is headless and holding her head.
The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person.
Well,
It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage.
we're getting it. This is her Dark Souls boss moment. This is crazy. More like fucking Outlast or something. Jesus.
The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
He doesn't seem like much of a conversationalist, I have to say. What do we... This is true. This is true. I've only ever tried to help her. Oh, man. Hey, you cut your own head off last time. You can't be mad at me about that.
Mad at you? I'm not mad at you. I know you didn't have anything to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Not outside of your designated role, of course.
So you can speak.
The body takes another step towards you,
Uh-oh.
the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
We're gonna die here.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know?
She?
I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
Oh my god.
I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like this. Somebody do something before she kills us. Please.
Sorry. Princess, is your head separate from, like, I know, well, it's clearly separate from your body, but it seems like they're acting separately as well.
We're stuck here. What are any of us supposed to do? Reason with her? I don't think she's acting rationally. I think she's lost it.
You think she's lost it? Her head's off, bro. That's more than lost it.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Oh man, uh-oh. I had the option to try and free myself last time. And that option is gone. She? Are you talking about your body as if she's a separate person? It's you.
That's what I used to think. But time alone has taught me the truth.
Wow.
I'm not my body. I'm just the thing that watches it.
Interesting. I'm trying to think. First chapter, we tried to free her, then our choice was taken, and we got slayed. She left. There was nothing for her, right? She was locked back up. In the end, her choice didn't matter. She then took the initiative to take the blade, free herself. We didn't take the head. I think that might have been the deciding point. Her choice didn't matter. Now we're here. Truly, there's an emphasis on lack of decision making. We have been fully locked up. She now believes, maybe she's right, she has no control over her own body's decision making. Her head is literally locked in a cage.
There's so much pain that comes from tricking yourself into thinking you have a choice. But none of us have choices. And knowing that has made me feel so free. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward.
Uh-oh.
Your bindings tighten again.
Think we're in trouble.
You come to me, knife in hand.
Right, and this time we spawned with the knife. I think that's happened in a couple of routes, but once again, choice has been taken away. Though, I do wonder, if we'd made different decisions, we'd thrown the knife away or something, would that have changed things? Or maybe not, maybe we're just playing the same cycle. Maybe we truly don't have any decision-making power.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
God, we're being ripped apart.
You give me your implement.
The pressure is finally too much. Your fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles helplessly to the ground.
The cycle repeats.
I cut myself free.
Yeah, how you gonna do that? Uh-oh.
She's not insane, is she?
Uh-oh.
No, she's just right. It's all been the same. The whole time, it's all been the same. We never had a say.
He's gone straight up Joker mode. He's losing it. Interesting. Yeah, I think so. See, that's it. But that's what I'm thinking. Would that have changed things if I'd thrown the knife away? You're setting me up to fail. I can't make real choices strung up like this, and you're refusing to make any choices at all.
You're just starting to see the walls. And you don't have to struggle against something inevitable. You can give in with me. None of this is up to us.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air.
We're donezo.
I don't think we can hold on to you much longer.
How many times will we have to do this? I'm tired.
Sorry, paranoid.
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
Oh. Jesus Christ. You're falling. The world is spinning. And then you hit the ground, your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong, and roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once you falls to the ground somewhere nearby. Oh, great. Now my head's separated. This is pretty horrifying. You're unable to take action, unable to defend yourself, unable to even look around, as the princess's body steps towards you, one slow, rhythmic step after another. It stoops down to pick you up, and then a shadow rises behind the body, blade glinting. Okay.
And now,
Us.
the cut.
God. It strikes true, and the body drops its cage in pain. Oh my god, this is fascinating. The princess and I, our heads have been lopped off. Our brains have been separated from the process. We're locked up, we're in a cage, and this play that we're witnessing, it all plays out in front of us, as it was supposed to. Our body takes the knife, slays the princess, as it all should have been. But we are no longer part of the decision-making process, because all of this was fated to happen from the beginning. Very interesting stuff. They descend on each other in a maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all you're left to witness are the sounds of violence.
See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
No, it's not really nicer. I mean, maybe we've realized the truth here of this particular path or route, but it's not really nicer. Pretty horrible. This isn't nicer. I'm a severed head.
And what's wrong with that? It's really not that different from how it's always been. Just watching things play out. It's who we are. Only now, we can be honest with ourselves.
I guess if that's your perspective. I mean, you could talk about free will and determinism and all these types of things. I don't really know my stance on all of that, right? Does free will exist? I don't know. It's clear to me a lot is determined before any of us are born, and that all of our decisions are shaped by a lot of things that come before us. You know, does that preclude free will? Does that mean it doesn't exist? Perhaps, perhaps not. I don't know. I think as human beings, we're best operating with the belief or understanding that we do have decisions, and we have some sort of will to make different decisions. Is it true? I don't know. And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited. Steel crashing against steel, and flesh rolling off of flesh. Well, I did compare it to a play, and that's sort of what we're getting.
It's all going to come to a head soon.
Good one, princess.
Head.
Oh no. You got it as well. And at last, the climax plays out. Your body, wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move. So does hers. Chain shatters spine, and blade pierces heart.
I guess I'll see you next time.
I guess so. Both hers and yours collapse, their dance complete. Blood drips from the princess's mouth, and she coughs.
It's cold, but that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
Dark ending. My god, that was quite an ending. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. You've withered. Yes, we've been here many times. No voices, by the way. All of our voices disappeared a while ago. I wonder... what if that plays into the narrative of that path? When we were separated from our body, all our voices disappeared. Alright, I'm always curious to see what she has to say
a growing
about
chorus of contradiction.
Vessel.
A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing.
Yeah, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is a body that convinced herself she was only a set of eyes. She will make for a watchful heart.
Very interesting.
Do not mourn her. She is now what she wished that she could be.
I guess that's one way to put it. Okay.
We will know when...
Alright. Let's go back.
I will be here when it is
Yes,
time
we
for
know,
us to
we
meet
know.
again.
We know. Bring the cage to her. Back to chapter 1, folks.
You're on a path
All right.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We'll do one more route this time. We'll do a real devious one. So this time we're not gonna take the blade, and we're gonna free the princess. Pretty nice. Beautiful run, which we've done before.
The door to the basement
There we go. So this time we will see some familiar stuff, but I'm hoping to get to a new end point, right? Because last time we had a new chapter 2 and chapter 3. This time we'll have the same chapters 1 and 2, which we've seen before, but hopefully a different chapter 3. Hello.
Don't be a stranger. It's
Yes, we've got the very sweet princess. We're gonna free her,
You're only making this more
well,
difficult.
as best as we can. Any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I could...
She offers, if we were stuck down
Yes,
here
yes,
long and
we
were
know.
tempted to make your way out of
Hey, let me out of
your
here.
shouts and pleas.
Alright. She tears her arm off, all that good stuff. We're going to save her this time.
Fine.
When we saved her last time. Alright, there we go.
No, we won't have
The
any of
same
that. The
thing.
stakes are
We're
too
seeing
high.
similar stuff here.
You can't just let her escape.
So we've got a similar start, except, of course, last time we took the knife, then we tried to free her, then we resisted. This time, don't take the knife, although we get it. Free her, and then we'll resist again. We want to get to the, I don't know what it's called, but the one where she's very sweet and we get the smitten and all that good stuff.
Stop that.
I mentioned I'm going for something devious. You might be able to guess.
The blade. Move the...
And then she kills us. Oh my god, that went fast. I didn't think it would skip the whole thing. I think that was the damsel. The damsel. I'm getting some deja vu here, narrator.
A terrible sense. If he doesn't remember what...
Yes, he didn't approve
Yeah, there we
of
go,
us
the
last
smitten.
time, did he?
Oh, yes.
Ah,
All right.
We'll see about that.
What can I...
Thing is, we've heard all this before, so let's keep it moving.
A warning before you go any further.
So lie, cheat, yeah.
She will lie.
We already told you.
I think we've already...
I do.
Sure, you don't pay their bicker.
All right.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. The blade is...
You know, when I was comparing the dungeon to, I was comparing it to this cabin earlier. When I said the more traditional sort of princess castle or tower, this one's a lot nicer looking now that I see it again. But there is something of sort of traditional fantasy about it, which was also the case for the one with the prisoner. What about the mirror? You know,
I'm
I've seen
sure
all this
in-
before. Now let's approach the mirror. Nothing's there. Blah blah blah.
And now it's gone. Pity.
All right.
We could have a feather out of place,
So-
and now we'll never know.
You probably realized what we're
Gallantly
gonna
sweeping
do
off
is
her
we're
feet
gonna
with
take
a
the
feather
blade
out of place.
and we're gonna slay her, right? So we've done this route before, where we freed her and then we free her again. It's all very nice. This time we're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, we've seen some paths or routes with betrayal before, but I gotta imagine this will be a bad one.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword.
Oh, smitten.
That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
You do not know what is coming.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
I'm curious because, well, I'm curious to see if her attitude shifts, right? Because you come down here, you didn't take the knife the first time, didn't take it the second time. She's very lovey-dovey, so I wonder if taking the knife will make a difference.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
And I shall, but I would be curious to speak with her first, see if she's any different.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
She seems pretty similar.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Now, once again, we've seen all this before. I just want to see if there's any differences before we slay her. And once again, I know I skipped through things we've seen. If you haven't seen any of these runs we've done before, then we've got a playlist. Go back through the episodes, and you'll find the one you're looking for.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're
yeah.
not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with my love. Where you know she can't hear. She may not. Oh, your spirits.
It's you.
Did you hear that? And she called us a hit. Flattery, really. Waiting for you to come back. That's right.
Yeah,
Philip.
yeah,
Well, only because he and you've done. Nothing
Slay the princess. I think we've heard all this before, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did we warned she?
We have
made
heard
the
this
best
before. Alright. No reason. I just was checking if it was different with the blade. We've heard all this, so what we're gonna do is slay the princess. Yeah, we're a real evil piece of shit, alright? Sorry, Smitten. This is gonna be a real betrayal to him, honestly.
Blade in hand,
God.
and run the princess down.
Looks really bad.
Wait, no. You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
Sorry.
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
Pretty bad. I'm hoping we get a new chapter from this. My goodness.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, God. This is like, we've had roots with betrayal, both her betraying us and us betraying her, but it's interesting, because it's usually more combative, I suppose. She is very non-combative, I would say. Here.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
Oh, man.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
Well, I mean, her whole thing in The Damsel, I believe it's called, is that she just wants to do exactly what we want to do.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved.
Play it
Thank you
innocent.
for seeing this through. I know it must have been
God.
difficult. I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable.
Sorry, Smitten.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
I'm not sure he will get over it.
Get over it?
Oh.
You smarmy ass.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
Oh.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
The voice acting is so good. It's so funny here. Well, I mean, come on, guys. We gotta let it happen.
What? No, let's not do that. You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this.
I do.
What? What don't you believe? You plunged the blade into your own heart and collapsed to the floor.
Yeah, I mean, once we slayed his beloved in, a pretty bad way, I have to say. It's not that surprising the smitten would lash out so. I mean, narrator, you love taking over our body and doing these things. That's exactly what the smitten just did, though in the end I agreed to let it happen.
You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3? Yeah, Chapter 3, The Grey. Hey, interesting.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Wrath. I love that. I think you'll be happy, Smitten. We've respawned, but it's an interesting woods. In fact, it's not a woods at all. It's like it reminds me of a foggy, patch of the Scottish countryside or something.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead.
Old.
We killed her.
That's an appropriate voice to get, based on what we did.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
We're all part of this. We did.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
Damn, Gold.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
3.
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
Yeah, we killed her, man. I'm so curious to see what the cabin looks like. This is a real interesting backdrop. Also, the music here is like, it's swelling. It's, orchestral, almost uplifting in a sense. It's interesting.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice.
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
No, I think it was actually unpleasant. The manner in which we died both times was unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do.
Oh god.
And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Unsurprisingly, the Smitten is inconsolable. I don't know if we've ever had a voice that turned against us so blatantly. I mean, look, there's been plenty of arguing between the voices, that is true, and they take different opinions, but the Smitten is truly just hostile against us, and for good reason. I mean, I do not begrudge him, but it's an interesting turn.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
No room for the narrator to get involved.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I am too.
Great.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not
dead and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Oh man. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Wait, but if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends. Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
He's not.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
You're slightly emotionally unstable, Smitten.
Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive? Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I love these chapter 3s because, you know, there are a lot of repeating elements, as we talked about earlier. The third chapter is when everything really changes. Different backdrop, a bunch of voices, different options. You know, that's when you get into truly uncharted territory, where you don't really know what's coming. I mean, broadly, you sort of know what's coming, overall, but in terms of the specifics, you don't.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Oh, interesting. What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens. Again, he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault. We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
Ha! I think that's the developer or the writer looking right at us. In a game that's about doing the same thing over and over again. I haven't decided if I'm gonna kill her or spare her, but I gotta say, if I'm the one in charge here, and if we slay her again, you are not gonna make us kill herself. Is that clear?
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are.
True.
I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about it. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end. Spoken like a true cynic.
You should meet the voice of the skeptic.
Enough bickering.
You might have, actually.
Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
I love the option always to turn around, but, and I haven't tested this, I think it always leads to that same pathway. Anyway, whatever happens, seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it.
He had quite a lot of influence last time.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
I like the hero caught between, you know, the killing last time, which he didn't like, but also the smitten, who is just out of control.
Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
Well, you're a little more than passengers.
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
Hmm.
I don't know.
True.
I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
I will say, I mean, by the time you get to chapter 3, you've got a bunch of voices fighting with each other all the time. But this might be the most divided they've been, just in terms the Smitten is so on the other end, and they just cannot agree on anything. But, you know, to be fair, to a certain extent, that's always the case at this point. Let's go. I want to see the inside of this cabin. I'm so curious.
The interior of the
Whoa.
cabin feels dry and
Hello?
brittle. Ancient
Hello?
dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
First of all, is that her as a ghost? We've seen that before. But also, this is like I mentioned. My thoughts seeing the outside is it's some sort of foggy patch of the Scottish or the British countryside more broadly. This is like an old manor house, an old stately manor house or something like that.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you.
Yeah.
There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
Yeah.
Our beloved. So she does live.
Well,
She doesn't look very alive to me.
yeah.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door, it's just that damn mirror again.
They're playing hide and seek.
Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh.
Yeah, what blade?
That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because she already killed herself with it.
Right, and usually, if I'm remembering correctly, in chapter 3, that option is gone. We had the blade last time. We don't have it this time because we stabbed her.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
Oh, poor guy.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
But there is no door.
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right.
I think she might be a ghost, man.
You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
Alright.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
Yes, it does.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other
I'm
things.
very interested to see how this wraps up.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold.
Oh, Smitten.
We can only hope she might still see some good in us. No way left to go but down.
Alright, let's go.
The door to the basement
Oh.
creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality.
Interesting. So this place is stuck in stasis, essentially.
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory.
Right. An old memory of what once was, right? So we're getting, she was murdered by us long, long ago, but we have never been able to move on, just as this house has not been able to move on. It's stuck in stasis. It's been preserved perfectly after that point.
Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Are we good? I'm sorry about last time. Are we good?
You receive no response.
I didn't really like the last part.
Do you think she's upset with us?
Yeah.
Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
You guys think she's mad?
Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
I gotta tell you, Cole, we've encountered some pretty spooky ghosts throughout this playthrough. Some not so, but, you know, some ghosts that have really done a number on us. Alright, let's keep going.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Uh-oh.
A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
I mean, I will say this is somewhat similar to the last ghost we saw, where her body was still there. And as we can see, like I was saying earlier, she was killed by us a long, long time ago.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well
Alive?
a moment ago, floating away transparently.
She's a ghost, brother.
Whatever we saw was a ghost.
Yeah.
Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Uh-oh, she's mad.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs,
The shade.
clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
She definitely is dead.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Yeah, you called her a shade. That's exactly what she is.
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
Death neutral. That's funny.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
Well, I don't think I want to slay her. I'd like to talk. I don't know if that's a possibility. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling like it may be out of our control.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, Hero.
You came back. I missed you.
She can talk.
That angelic voice, I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
Can we? We legitimately killed her. We killed her last time.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Oh.
The torch falls from the princess's hand
Ah.
and bounces down the stairs.
You know, I thought we might get something like this.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
I reckon we'll be gone too. I think we've entered into a mutual death or suicide pact here. Well, I guess she's already dead.
The skeletal
She's
wood of
killing
the
us.
basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us.
Yeah, but we did kill her. I mean, you know what I mean? I feel like I can't blame her that much.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Why did you close the door?
Because I want to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
Okay.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
Yeah, in the Inferno.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The fire
Oh.
grows quickly, devouring the
Uh-oh.
basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
Sure you do.
Bad. I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Oblivion? No, that's a great game, narrator. Interesting. What do I do here? Do I try and get out of here? Or do I keep talking? I'm gonna keep talking. I don't mind if we burn. I'm going to burn!
It's okay. I'm going to burn too. And then we won't hurt anymore.
She's right about the last part. Burning doesn't hurt forever. The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
Smitten. Also, just impossibly vain.
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
Interesting. Oh, what do we do? This is an important point. Maybe we'll try some different options. Let's go for the door. You know what, let's try and get out.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno.
I think we left at the last possible moment.
You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom.
Oh,
You're stuck here. Your skin starts to bubble.
yikes.
As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours.
Well, that's nice. Oh, God.
As you turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection, she clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit.
Ugh. Disturbing.
The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
I like that she's burning too, even though she's a ghost. And this is a pretty horrific way to go.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
That was pretty bad.
It was so bad. But somehow, nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Really? Even at this point?
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
Nice.
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all.
Did we?
We can die happy.
Did we? That was quite a path, I must say. Yes.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
We're back here.
Oh, there's that mirror.
It's gonna be okay.
It feels so bad.
You'll be fine.
Yes. I fear that we won't like. You don't need.
We'll be fine. It'll be okay.
She'll be there.
Whatever, mate.
Almost gotta be nice to the voices. Unraveled. Alright, I gotta see what she says about this vessel, and then we'll end this one. Always curious about her perspective on each vessel.
There's a world beyond.
God. What do you think about this vessel?
This one is passion betrayed.
Yeah.
But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart.
That's for sure.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
This is a love story, I suppose. Alright, we're gonna go to the gallery, our memories, and see where we are at now. Alright, so today, I believe, we did Prisoner, if we hadn't already, The Cage, and then right next to it, which wasn't intentional, The Gray. Feelings buried like knives in hearts, a vicious cycle framed in chain. Doubt breaks one shackle while forcing another. Still got a few more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, quite a few to go. Can't believe there's still so many of these. I feel like we're getting close to the end, but then there's so many more. Yeah, The Gray, that was an interesting one. I gotta say, I really liked The Cage. You know, there was a lot for me to yap about. It's a very interesting, sort of spooky, dark one. I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, I had a good time with this one, as I usually do. If you guys did, you could leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I always enjoy reading your comments down below. With that, hope you're all having a fantastic day today, and I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye.